This one not fat for the 8299 style. Ever saw me draw? Now in case of see Papa, we still there, the place of and we still there. As a nigga take it. Well, I can't I hope she's a big like you. See, baby, for your love, you know, I'm serious. I'm really, we keep taking over. We're not where we wanna be, but we're not where we used to be. Oh, we taking over. From bumper to bumper, yeah. Oh, we don't talk about that. We taking over. They make them the one, yeah. They make them the one. We taking over. Yeah, from bumper to bumper, yeah. We don't talk about that. We taking over. Yeah, they make them the one, yeah. They make them the one. Do what they make them the wonder. To me, but on a fire like thunder. Say me hotter than fire. Say me hotter than lava. Young boss, you don't call me champion. Man, I say you terrorist me a Capricorn. To me, bad, and that's how me one girl. Tell them me could never done. Beyond this fit. Yeah. Pull up that song there, no. Yeah. This one not fat for the 8299 style. Did they see my real face? Ever saw me draw? Now in case of see Papa, we still there, the place of and we still there. As a nigga take it. Well, I can't I hope she's a big like you. See, baby, for your love, you know. We keep taking over. Not where we wanna be, but we're not where we used to be. Oh, we taking over. From bumper to bumper, yeah. We don't talk about that. We taking over. They make them the one, yeah. They make them the one. We taking over. Yeah, from bumper to bumper, yeah. We don't talk about that. We taking over. Yeah, they make them the one, yeah. They make them the one. To what they make them the one. Show me back on a fire like thunder. Say me hotter than fire. Say me hotter than lava. Young boss, you don't call me champion. Man, I say you terrorist me a Capricorn. To me bad, and that's how me one girl. Tell them me could never done. Me run this for free, and me run them free. And me check with them girlfriend. KG and Lizzy. Too full of style, baby. Want me to go already, so me easy. We taking over. We bumper to bumper, yeah. We taking over. Go. They make them the one, yeah. They make them the one. They taking over. Yeah. We bumper to bumper, yeah. We taking over. Yeah. They make them the one, yeah. They make them the one. It's time. It's Hey, hey, your hunger, your love. Hey, can I do you, my love? I believe in love. I just wanna feel your touch. Believe in love. Yeah. Salabada, $1,000,000. Yeah, you know you are bad. Sexy, freaky shape, Coca-Cola. You got it in a cola. Really, you are that time. Really, you are that time. Really, you are that time. Baby, you got turn on. Some vacation to let you. I tell you no life, so turn on. I look up all that go. Me want that you know. Nobody, baby, nobody. So beautiful, love is so beautiful. Yeah. Come here, my love. Come here, my love. Go night, get it. Come in now and now, let you more there. I'm sorry if I offend you. I call you in the morning on the way. When you change your mind, you don't me change your mind. You don't need your mind. You don't need your mind. Can I see I angel at you can? One money in your money can. I hope you understand. God, I hope you really understand. So vacation to lesson. I tell you no life, so turn out. I look up all that up. Me what I tell you. Nobody, baby, nobody. Only you, yeah. Baby, nobody.
Yo, what's up? Assalamu alaikum. Bari ngol albenyari on ire jang, Umar Traore. No way, Tanala, Albenyari, Munebe in Italy. Respect, brothers. Everybody who is watching, respect. We are expecting our brother, our guest. Today, on the open conversation, I have a brother from URR, from Basse. You know, he's active in public health and all those things. A young, vibrant Gambian youth. I want to talk to him to understand, to learn from him. So I hope he will join soon. You know, on the program. Then I will put him on. Then I will start to converse with him to learn from him, and I hope you all, everybody watching too, will have, you know, the benefit of from him. You know, so it's better to learn from each other. So while I wait for him to join in, he's trying to log in. I know that it's not easy sometimes for some people, not all the time, but I'll play some music while before he come on, then we will go further. Pull up that song.
Ay, 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 ay. Budi kutu, budi kutu. Lanye jamana. Kodo mukamane, amukamane, asukanya lekamane. Money is funny. Kodo for better ya, I better ya, amutala sejauya. Astu kakambama kudu de kudu, pinta upe yambama kudu de kudu. Naya jija, onse mamba. Dazzle in Tampa, Dazzle in Euro, Dazzle in Euro, and Dazzle in Tampa, Dazzle in Tampa, Dazzle in Euro, Dazzle in dollar, Jallow, Casino. Kiligula Putesivo, Canyon in Ponganivo, Alpanandar in Vivo. Budi kutu, budi kutu. Ay, 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 ay. Budi kutu, budi kutu. Lanye jamana. Kodo muka kampa, amuka kampa, asatola lega konapa, badi mol jampa. Kodo wanyino, nyino minsoto, kodo moto ndiso, kodo toro muso. Eri maje letu ya tafentem konabulo, futu dele guru kata fentem konabulo. Masibo la masibo, masibo bela masibo. Oye, dazo ni tepa, bano ni euro, bano ni euro, ni dazo ni tepa, dazo ni tepa, bano ni euro, ni dazo ni dollar, Jallow casino. Kiligula Putesivo. Canyon in Ponganivo. I feel it when you come along. Yeah, yeah. I love you when you come along. Baby, come along. Baby, come along. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like you when you come along. I feel it when you come along. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am in the part of you. Baby, come along. Baby, come along. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hello.
You blow my mind when you do that. When you do that, you
Hey,
blow my mind when you do that. Look good, how we become my love.
Bravo, bro.
hey.
Assalamualaikum.
Aram, Aram, nagam. Ibrahim, naga, Cherno, on noy.
Bro, I'm only hearing the music. I
Big
think
up,
your
big
mic
up.
is off.
No way.
Bro,
Yo, brothers and
I don't
sisters.
enjoy reggae.
Yeah, don't worry, Andy. This is how it is. This is how it is. We enjoy some music when you are at home. It's weekend, you know. Andy, we in Europe here we only have the weekend when you don't have to work. Some people have to work. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all on the open conversation. Please share this live stream. It will be very beneficial for most of the people, especially from home and young Gambians. I have a brother called Cherno Hassan Jallow. You know, most of you from URR maybe you know him, but you know, before I introduce him, because me also I have to learn, I have to know him. Maybe I know him before, but you know, it's long time. I am not home, so I will try to get him introduce himself to most of you people, to all of us, so that we will learn to know, because this is the open conversation which I have with brothers all the time, whereby I learn from them, you know, things that I want to know from back home or anywhere in this life, whether whether it is political, social, or religious things. I invite people on my platform, which I call the open conversation, I talk to them to know, to understand things that are missing in my, understanding. So I see the network is tripping with him, but when his network go proper, Gambian network, they if he gets who got it? it got over onze community, onze gemeenschap in Gambia praten over problemen die dat we onze regio in Gambia hebben. Ik ga met de jongere mensen in Gambia praten over die dingen. Vandaag mijn gast is CHERNO. Hij is een jong van Gambia, van Basse. Ik ga met hem over te veel thema's praten. Ik hoop dat wij gaan te veel in Engels praten. Misschien jij gaat het ook volgen. Ik weet niet of jouw Engels ook zo goed is. Brothers and sisters, maybe CHERNO will come back. Gambian network. Don't worry yourself. CHERNO is a qualified. He's working in the medical field. He's back. Let me bring him on. When his devices, I see network, Gambian network. I hope his network it allow him. I hope this apply. I don't know. I'm a DJ. I'm not a DJ. I just enjoy music. CHERNO, welcome back.
Hello, bro.
Yeah, I am getting you now.
Thank you very much. It seems that you are enjoying the reggae music more.
No, don't worry yourself. CHERNO, can you please introduce?
Problem there too.
So when you go to the meeting like you are,
I am hearing you.
No. Facebook live time stream.
CHERNO, I am getting you.
I
am hearing you, CHERNO. Hello? CHERNO, can you hear me?
Please complete business. I want to show them the photo to it. Yeah, then come back with like I'll come back with the problem.
CHERNO, can you hear me?
Guys.
Are you hearing me, CHERNO?
Let me forward you this. Now what I will do, I'll forward you something. Connect to that. Even if I'm going to use your account, so make them get them for free. So forward me your WhatsApp. Huh?
I am hearing this, brother. I'm hearing you. CHERNO, I am hearing you. Hello, CHERNO. Yes, I am hearing you. Are you hearing me? It's like CHERNO is not hearing me. I will remove him. I will remove him and I will allow him to come back again. It's network connection problem. I don't know what is the problem. For the rest of you who are watching this, can you hear me correctly? Can you confirm whether you are hearing me? CHERNO, are you hearing me? If you are hearing me, put a thumb up, CHERNO. Brothers and sisters, it's interesting that CHERNO is not hearing me. I hope he will come back because I have a lot to talk to this brother. I hope he will come back. As I am saying, I will play some music until CHERNO settle down his connection problem maybe there, or am I the one? But if you people are hearing me correctly, let me know if it is me or him. So let's play some music while CHERNO Correct this music.
I feel it when you go down low.
Yes, but me and the Kokanko and the Gambian network, like maybe it's his network. Because we don't know.
I like it when you come along. I feel it when you go down low. I am in the father's door. Baby, come along. Baby, come along. Get your turn. Matia, my boy. You can get it. Let me spend you blow my mind when you do that. When you do that, you blow my mind when you do that. Good, tell me come along. I feel it when you come along. I love you when you come along. Baby, come along. Baby, come along. I like you when you come along. I feel it when you come along. I am in this father's door. Baby, come along. Baby, come along. The way you want it like that. That's it. The way you shake it, my way. I wanna give you, my way. Be the underdog. My God, don't me come along. I feel it when you come along. I love you when you come along. Baby, come along. Baby, come my energy.
Yeah. Pull up that song there, no.
All I see is jealousy. Hey, they want drain my energy. Hey, Versace. All I know is that is why they jealousy. Every day like a holiday. Go to Bada, what I do, go to Bada, what I do, oh yeah. Every day like a holiday. Go to Bada, what I do, go to Bada, what I do, come my way, right now, come my way, on the low, on me and you, on the low. Nobody have to know. Oh baby girl, nobody have to know. Yeah. Jealousy. Fresh and fried, I'm a jealousy. Way too weak, you're jealousy. You know I got the songs, I'm a jealousy. Every day like a holiday. Go to Bada, what I do, go to Bada, what I do, many men, acting like they know who, acting like my hope is many men, trying to take my girl from me, acting like they know who, just for you. Them look at the bumper clock. Yo, see them to take a lot, them just a free anybody they
Tearing up the decks and rocking your world. You're live in the mix with
them love to talk, we them never stop in the bar. Them look at the bumper clock. Yo, see them to take a lot, them just a free anybody when you're the top. Take your face, smile, them just a talk the bumper clock. Me is a man, we can do that, them just a free anybody when you're the top. Take your face, smile, them want to walk. A friend, not a bad of them. Loyalty and nothing all of them. Come and act like a brother when you up, go down, make a call and you not see none of them. Friend of me and them say in the mirror, so do not call my phone, just stay away. No need nothing from you, no need nothing from you. Call them back at the bumper clock. See them to take a lot, then you free anybody when you're at the top. Take your face, smile, them want to walk, them just a talk the bumper clock. Me is a man, they can do that, them just a free anybody when you're at the top. Take your face, smile, them want to walk. Me not know why I'm a free, but some of the time them forget for code in the red. Me no need negative in the good. Loyalty we talk before the family. Them a back on the top, step on the block, and walk with the top of the clock. So we not talk. Loyalty we are set to the end, now we live. Them look back at the bumper clock. Yo, see them to take a lot. Take your face, turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for your turn.
CHERNO's network is not good, man.
Turn by turn, everything
Oh
in
my
life
goodness.
turn by turn. But the man relax and wait for your turn. Everything in life is done by God.
Theater.
Hello, theater. Oh, be love the coming.
Yo, Kilo Theater.
Ramos theater. Hello, theater. Oh, be love the coming. Yo, hello, theater. If you wish me well, I go wish you well. If you pray for me, I will pray for you. If you cause trouble, I will stay away. If you want to fight, we can fight for love. Them love will love them. Money, fee, never a problem. Them love will love them. Money, fee, never a problem. Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. Brother man, relax and wait for your turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Turn by turn, everything in life is turn by turn. Brother man, relax and wait for your turn. Everything in life is turn by turn. Ramos theater, hello theater. Oh, they love the coming, Maria, you kill me theater. My people there, theater. Hello theater. Oh, we love the coming, Maria, you hello theater. Yo, DJ Sam, the girl them know you smart. Stylish. Them call me the baddest boy. him on the hottest boy. Them call me the baddest boy. All the girl got him on the hottest boy. When we step out, say every girl a pull over. We are the baddest thing around here. Every girl I want me to be the darling, yeah. Hold the pop on the visual. Even though I'm just a video. You can in a gun.
The song is nice.
Yeah. Pull up that song, dog.
Yo, the girl them know it's smart, stylish.
Yeah.
The baddest boy. All the girl got him on the hottest boy.
CHERNO, eda lang. Che. CHERNO, no way.
Bro.
Eda lang.
Bro. Nana ma bro, nato kondo wala aki bro.
Okay, it's good. It's good that Johnny and Nanton did it.
Assalamualaikum.
Go ahead. Before your network will disappoint us, what we do is we start our. I will allow you.
Bro,
Yeah, big up. General Mass, Sister Mike Fox Foster. On your new.
Yes.
CHERNO, introduce yourself first, please. Hello, CHERNO. Gambian connection, Gambian network, and let me tell you something. Gambia, the internet in Gambia is damn expensive, and people don't have good internet in the Gambia. CHERNO. Yeah, let's just try. I'm getting you. I know your network is a problem. CHERNO, remove your earpins and listen just from the if you are using your telephone, listen direct from the telephone, or you listen from the laptop. Remove your earpins. No, it's not that also. I think it's the network. Let me tell you one thing. I will say this solo. Let me not just waste time here. Maybe CHERNO's network will not allow us. Here is what I will say. CHERNO, remove your earpin.
Assalamualaikum, bro. Yes.
Remove your earpin. Just listen like.
I did so.
Okay, it's good.
I did so. Yes, my earpiece.
And don't listen. And please don't listen from the live stream. Just listen directly. Me and you.
I'm listening. Fine. I'm getting you.
Please, can you please introduce yourself? Please.
Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you. Yes. I am getting you.
Oh, okay. I'm CHERNO Jallow, formally, but in the 80s, did my entire school in Basse, from St. Albert Nursery, just next to the church, to St. George's Primary, St. George's Junior, and Nasir Senior Secondary School. Completed my high school in 2006. Then later joined the dart on the business for 3 years before venturing to the
He's breaking his network.
Last 2009, I joined the School of Nursing, did public health, done with my bachelor's in public health, now working with the Ministry of Health for the past.
Okay. If I understand you, that means you.
Are you getting me, bro?
Yes, we are breaking. I was part of the and you have a lot of noise where you are. So I am hearing more the noise. the connection is too bad in the Gambia. I will say this. I will say this for the sake of Gambians, those who live in the Gambia. When I went in 2018, when I was there last, I was telling my friends, the money you spend on internet in the Gambia is too much than, like, if I compare that to Europe, where in Belgium, and yet still the network is not good. And if you put like a little money, you put a lot of money when you update your data, from second it is gone. So it's just like CHERNO is facing now. The internet there is too bad, and they have like Gambia have, I don't know, like
I get
three
in
internet.
now.
I am getting you now. I am hearing you sometimes. We will try to get you clear, CHERNO. No, the network, our communication. Yes, I am hearing you, but it's like I'm coming too late to you. It's like you are not hearing me. Let me check that. If it is me or you. People, please, those who are watching this, please, can you confirm if it is me? Am I coming late, or is it CHERNO? I want to know that, because I think it's CHERNO. It's too bad. It's too unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that this thing is happening like this. CHERNO, you have a lot of noise around you on your network. Can you change? Can you can you please change your location?
Hello, bro.
Yes. Yeah.
Pangalan
It's too bad. It's too bad. I'm not getting channel. It's very unfortunate that this young man, I cannot talk to him like I want to, because I have a lot to talk to this brother. I have a lot, especially when it comes to the medical field, because last time, you people can remember on Friday, Siri 45 was promised to bring update. Who is calling me? Somebody's calling me, but I will not take that. I don't know where he's from, but here is the case. Cherno worked in you hear him. He say did his bachelor degree in medical field. So, and Cherno was in Basay Center. So he worked at the Basay Health Center. So Cherno could give us thorough information about Basay Health Center. He can tell us what is going on there. I would, and a lot of things, Yeah, and it's not only, it's not, yeah, I think it's just his network also, and the location where it is, it's a lot of noise there. I don't know where he is. Let me take this person. I don't know who is that. Hello, Bubakar Jallow. Jantung ko ombo. Rasta, me wanete live because I am live streaming. Rasta on no way. Yeah, but his network is not accepting more. So network mako when you like. No problem. We don't know more chance. Unless network Gambia you don't know more chance. Oh no way. Paingal ko nu weli France. No problem. Hey, that was my my final friend. Hey, Cherno. One any noise. To change your location, maybe if you change your location, you can have connection. This is what I'm going to say. Cherno, change your location. I change your location, or let me send you that. Uh, 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 Yeah, it's why I want to talk to CHERNO. You know, I want to talk to CHERNO because CHERNO is well aware of our community problems. CHERNO is a youth man who went very far. You know, he's an example of success of young Basarians, young Gambians. I want to talk to the boy, to the brother, so that others will learn from him, and I can learn from him, and we can also know some other things that are, happening at home in Gambia also in his field. Cherno, many people want to hear you, but it's like your network and your location is not good. You know, I talked to you before, but it's like now it's getting worse. You know, you cannot predict Gambian network. This is the problem about it. And Cherno is, oh man. So here is what I'm saying. You see, not only Cherno is facing this kind of things. Network problem in the Gambia, and internet is one. I don't know about other countries, but internet in the Gambia is very expensive, and people don't have good quality. Cherno, on the way. Ilananda and Cherno. You hear me? I know. Hello, Cherno. Cherno, you hear? You
I'm bro, I'm
see?
okay, alhamdulillah.
Okay. Cherno, good that our change location now. Can you please?
Yeah, I'm getting you. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting you now. You see, it's the location where I was bad. So can you please
Bro,
repeat
I'm getting
again?
you.
It's good.
Nah,
Can
bro,
you?
I'm hearing you clearly.
It's good. It's good.
What
Can
of
you
you?
please? Yeah, I'm hearing you. It's good. Thank you very much for changing location. First of all, can you please introduce yourself once again because people did not hear you before?
Okay. As I was saying, I'm Cherno Hazim Jallow, shortened as
Mm-hmm.
Cherno Jallow,
Mm-hmm.
born and brought up in Basse T. Johnson in the late
Mm-hmm.
80s.
Mm-hmm.
Did my entire nursery to high school in Basse.
Can you tell us?
Then later proceeded to School of Nursing in Bansang, Gambia College, University of the Gambia. Currently working with the Ministry of Health.
Oh, okay. That is an interesting profile. You have a very interesting. It's not like I don't know follow your profile. I
Yes,
have.
that's brief summary of my
That is interesting to
profile.
know.
Yeah,
And
are you getting me?
yes, I'm getting you, Cherno. We will try to communicate easily because of the network. I know I come late on you, but Cherno, tell us when did you why medicine?
Pardon?
Why medicine? Why medicine? Why did you went to health? Why did you choose health in the health sector?
Pardon?
I said, why did you choose health sector? Why did you choose the field, the health sector? Why? Why health sector, not other fields? Like people will say, full as like money. Why not commerce? Why did you choose
I have
the
the
health sector?
passion for it since I was young. That's that's why I even abandoned the business and went back. After 3 years being into the business from my high
Mhm,
school,
mhm.
um, yeah, I know. Many of them like commerce, but I prefer to be in the medical field than join my fellow Fulanis in business. Uh, Even during my high school, I did science, so I have the passion for medicine ever since.
So can I ask you this? Are you
I just
listening?
want to help the suffering and the needs.
Are you listening from the program? From the live stream?
Yes, I'm listening from the program.
No, no, mute the program. Listen
Yes.
directly. Listen directly, you will hear me. Just mute the program. Don't listen from the program. Just like the app, use the app and communicate, not the program. Forget the program.
Okay, no problem. I'm not listening to you now.
Don't listen from the program. Listen directly.
Let me use the.
Just mute the Facebook. Don't listen from Facebook. Don't listen directly. Oh shit. He did not understand what I'm saying. I talked to him before about this, but it's like he don't he if you listen from the program, maybe it will be some seconds late. It will come some seconds late. So it's better to listen directly from your telephone. The link that I sent you. I told him that before, but maybe he did not understand. So this is what I was saying. You see, Cherno have a very interesting profile. I will give him the chance to come back here and talk to me, to talk to you people, to talk to everybody, so that people will understand some things that I want to know. I put down some things that I want to know from this brother, because he have a very interesting profile. I will put him back, just so that we will not. I hope the network and the connection will give off the opportunity to talk. Cherno is a Fulani like me, but I will prefer to speak with him in English, so that many people will learn from these things, because it is important. Those who listen to me are not only Gambians, are not only Fulani. So it's better that I talk to him in English, for the benefit of everybody. So I hope it will help. I'll put him back again. I will have patience. I hope you people also, everybody will have patience with the Gambian network and Cherno. Cherno, you hearing me? Cherno is not hearing me. It's so unfortunate that now the link is not doing. I am hearing everything from you, Cherno. I don't know whether you are hearing me. I am hearing you. I am hearing perfectly from you, Cherno. Everything. I hear everything. Please have patience with Cherno, with the connection, because Cherno have a lot to say. You hearing me now?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, I'm hearing loud and clear.
That is good.
What of you?
Yes, I'm hearing you. It's good.
Okay. Now I think it's better now.
Okay. So what I was saying is, why did you choose, as a young man like you, who is surrounded with commerce, business, and all those things? Why the medical field?
Yeah. Okay. I choose so because I have passion for it since I was very young. Even after my grade 9 exams, I choose to be a science student, which was a big push and pull between me and my dad, considering I was not alone, he's taken care of. And if I have the requirement and the other guy don't have it, there might be a clash. So I have to convince him, he allowed me to do, but his motive was for me to go and study commerce. But with the support of my late elder sister, Binta, I was able to convince him because I have passion for the medical field. So I choose to be a medic actually.
Okay. If I understand now,
because even when I finished my high school, it was very tough for me to convince my dad to allow me to go and study because I spent almost 3 years into the business. After my high school, I was mainly on the business with my dad, considering looking at the fact of being the first son, he was trying to bring me up into the business, but I was able to contribute.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I now understand you are related to Mamadou
Bro, I'm not
Jallow.
getting you.
Yeah, I'm getting you. I say I understand you are related to Rasta, my friend that we call Rasta, Mamad Jallow. Mamad Aliou Jallow.
Which mom? Which Mamadou?
Aliou Jallow, Rasta. The brother we call Rasta, he's now in France. You are related to him at T.
Yes,
Johnson.
yes, he's an uncle of mine because he's young, yeah, that's the younger brother to my mom. Yeah, but Abdurrahman used to be my elder brother. He's my elder brother. Let me not say used to be. He's my elder brother. His dad
Rahman
and
is
my dad, the same mom and dad.
okay. That's interesting. I know your family. I know your family very well. You know, so I know Rastas. I know Mama Dali's sisters. I know them when I was very young. So it's a close family to me. You know, I know them. So you are a family to me. So that is interesting. It's just like maybe we don't know each other. But what Cherno, here is what I want to talk to you about. Did you you are working now as a medic or a pharmacy? What are you, a chemist or a medic? What are you working as in the? What is your field now? Oh, his network goes again. Man. Gambian problem. His network is gone. This young brother is very interesting. You know, he's a very man. His network is we have very why I want to talk to this brother. First of all, his choice of I know a lot of our Fulani brothers in Basse. Basse is a commercial center, and a lot of us, our generation, our parents are in the marketing industry, like they are commercial. So to have a young boy, a family member to live to leave family and go pursue other fields, there will always be push and pull. That's why a lot of our sisters, our sibling sisters, they cannot proceed after, like, maybe after high school. Some of them even have to drop out to go into marriage because of tradition and cultures, religious. A lot of young men also cannot further their dreams, further to pursue their dreams because of the family status and all this thing. Esba, alano I don't know well in New York. You know what you are live. You are on you.
And I'm following the program. Please do just let him know. He could call you from WhatsApp, and at least you do the conversation on WhatsApp. That will help, just like what I'm doing.
Yes.
And I think to you directly instead of he mute it, but he won't hear what he's saying, and I think that could cause another problem. So let him just call you directly from WhatsApp, and then you have the conversation.
You know this young brother?
I know him very well.
Okay.
I know him very well because I was living close by where he is, T. Johnson. I'm from MSK. You know that.
Yes. No, I bring you up, so don't ask me that. I bring you up. Don't ask me about whether I know where you are. You are my younger brother.
Please, just let him come back. Just try to text him directly on WhatsApp. Let him call you as we doing, so you could have the conversation.
Can I ask you before he do that? How is life in New York, my brother? How are you people coping being on the epicenter of this corona in America and all those things? How are you coping? How is your life? How is life going on?
Well, actually, we are living in a new normal life. New York wasn't like this before. And we've been here for like 10 years. I've been talking to a lot of people who were born here, they told me they never seen this kind of situation, and it's a new life, and people are coping. You know, New York is a busy city. Nevertheless, we hope since the vaccine is coming, maybe by next week, according to our own experts, we will start vaccinated. So people are hopeful things will get back to normal by maybe next Christmas.
Next Christmas, that is serious. In Belgium here, they are talking about starting vaccination in next month, and in England they already start. So how boy?
You can help a vaccine on they will not take it for the meantime, particularly if you are not sick. They'll wait and see if it's have a side effect. And if you listen to some of the health experts, they say like age 16 and 17, they don't have any data information on that, and pregnant women too. So many people are skeptical going in for it right away.
But my brother, how do you feel, you know, living in an epicenter of a pandemic like New York City, where hundreds of thousands of people get infected and thousands people die daily, and you have to work, you have to get up and work? How is life? How do you cope with that, my brother?
Boy, I know particularly in April, May, it was very scary. Me knowing the city, how busy it is, getting up from your house, going to work. New York City was like a ghost town, I will tell you. It was like a ghost town, and the only thing you could do is to follow all the precautions health experts are telling us to do. Wear your masks and have sanitizer with you, gloves, particularly me, at my workplace, they give us masks and gloves, and you keep the distance 6 meters apart.
How do you feel, my brother? How do you feel? How does that make you feel that you have to get up every day with all these risks outside, and you have to wake up and go and find inmates? How does that make you feel?
Well, you know, it was uncomfortable what to do. It's you have to survive, and you know, you have other bills around, so you have no choice. The only choice you got is to stay home. When is government coming to your aid? If you don't have any unemployment benefits, because it come a time here even to get under the unemployment benefit, it took a while. So you know what's gonna happen if you don't have cash with you? Suffering, right? So it was a scary part.
Knowing a city like New York City, my brother, with that status, and New York City is so beautiful, but there are a lot of poverty, you know, around, surrounding, you know, and people have to go daily to go and find like food to eat, and so paying their bills. How do you think, how is poverty now? How do you see the livelihood of people, ordinary New York, somebody from New York? Because you are living in New York, you are a New Yorker now, you are a Yankee boy, you know. What is your observation in your surrounding, my brother?
Like I told you, life it's not easy anymore. It's been tougher day in, day out, because you know, like if you even watch the news media, you could see people going to food banks in queue, waiting for help from the other agencies. It's tough, you know. 2020 has been a tough year. That's what I could tell you, and I think it's happening all around the world. It's the same thing people are facing, and one can wait until it's come back to the way it used to be. Like, you know, New York City is it's a tourist area, and if people are not coming to the city, like you have a lot of most immigrants that even living here, that are doing other businesses, their business is not going normal, and everybody's complaining. And from our governments, like right now, still people are waiting for stimulus to get another stimulus. Nothing is coming from them, so the suffering is everywhere.
But do you think life will ever be normal?
Well, I'm an optimistic person. I believe so. Like I'm seeing, let's say by end of next year, maybe this will come back to normal.
Comparing how the situation on one year in New York City. So Sandari, how our governments in Gambia, how they are treating, the situation and how people are reacting, the reaction of our administration and people in the Gambia. What comes to your mind? What do you say? Seeing, and you see Gambia and you live in the epicenter of the pandemic in New York City,
In Gambia particularly, I know this is why everybody interested or more follow the live and tell us the feedback that's going on in our health sector in the Gambia, because Sadar in Gambia, and then we have the infrastructure is there. Now what is the current government should do right now is to try to at least equip those hospitals or health centers that we have. So if they have a government person could go and buy a new car that could be costing maybe, let's say, $50,000 to $60,000. Now, during all pandemic, what we learned, you need ventilators, and they will tell you maybe ventilators would be costing like the same amount of that chip that they bought for a minister or any other governmental person, that they could also equally take to the hospitals. But
Sandari in New York. Oh, he's also gone. Cherno, are you hearing me now? Welcome back, Cherno. That was my cousin, Muhammad Esba. Most of you know him. He was the teacher in Basse. Esba is living in New York City. He's my cousin, Many of you know him because he was teaching there. Cherno, no, are you hearing me now? Cherno, what we will do is you call me. Just call like Esba, we talk. So just call on my WhatsApp. I will call you on my WhatsApp, then we can talk. I will remove you, then we can do it on like with Esba did. I will call you on WhatsApp so that we do the interview in like on WhatsApp. So that will be better for both of us. So that, because many people want to hear from you. So let me see. Rasta tawadang achu boy tawadang call before so let me see if Cherno will pick up this call. If Cherno pick up the call, I will put him on so that I will talk to him like I talked to. I hope you people were hearing Esba clearly. So if you people were hearing Esba clearly, I hope then Cherno also, his network will accept him, So Gambian net. Cherno no way. Johnny Wadeng interview on live. Okay. Come follow my landade is this. Here is what I want to ask. The question is, you were telling me why you choose the medical field, and you are trying to explain the difficulties that young people like you face, to pursue your dreams or your visions of your passion, like being a doctor or something like that in our community. So you were narrating the difficulties that you were having with your father, you know, to choose medical. Can you further from there?
Yeah, it was tough, but later on he ended up being my best friend actually in the field. He was the one who was motivating me all along when I started, and he was seeing the impact because knowing fully that we're gonna all be business. I know his vision was to see me take off from where he stopped being the first son. I was able to convince him, and he understood and allowed me to go. Later on, he asked me to motivate my younger ones to take up the business up, which was Ibrahim. He also came up. He was helping the dad on the business. But when I went, he was the sole person behind my success. I cannot forget the way he supported me throughout my study, actually.
So,
the one tapping me on the back any moment I have to recall this.
So there are, like you, there are a lot of our brothers and sisters in our community in Basi, in the Fula community. This our background, Guinean Fulani community in Basi, who because our parents are in the marketing system business, and you know they think you have to follow the footstep of your parents. Most of our sisters and our some of us cannot even be what they want to be. What can you explain, like a young Fulani from Basse, what do you what are all your observations about those things? Difficulties sifa wanomada.
Okay, with regards to the sisters and brothers out there, most especially the Fullers, I would just indulge on all the parents out there because many of our parents are coming up to the country and they end up settling in Basse. But they find it very difficult to allow their, especially female kids, to go and study. They always like giving them sending them to matrimonial homes to get married as early as possible. And young ones also, like the males, are always not just to join the business. But I will appeal on the parents, let them allow us to join the Western education. Such will help and empower us in the community because we are seen as outsiders only. But if we have a son who plays high school, later on allowed to be in the business again, after spending how many thousands in educating the child from nursery to high school, you tell me come and join in the business. Yeah, I know it's good. Actually, you can bring impact to the business, being educated compared to them who are not educated. But allowing the father to go yearn for what he is looking for, to go and search for it is very, very good because people are out there with good users in the community, especially in Basse, but they are not allowed to come and study or they don't have the support. So I would advise us to be mentors to those young ones. If you see anyone who's trying to look for opportunities and you think you are the right guy who can help, please step up and help that person. If is the partner for these good results. And we also encourage our parents to allow the young ones to go and study. Business is very good, but you cannot all be businessmen actually.
And Sikuda, is it not our generation, the first generation of first generation from them? Sikuda wana responsibility made for what we call what are sensitized parents demanding and the benefit of the other side. Like, Sikuda wana responsibility made we take on we
that's the only way forward. That's the only way forward. Be the fourth generations like the first sons who are this high school graduate, college graduate, or university graduate. You all know, let's say an example. You are batch, you are not the only people in your class, but you are maybe you are the only lucky one to upgrade yourself. The same happens to my batch. I was the only guy who did not still up to grade 12 to answer, but I was pushing to go and I motivated someone who even senior me 2 years in that team because she was in the business. I told him, bro, it's high time you come up and join the medical field because I know he was having better job out there. And he came and joined. Now he's a bachelor's and he's a nurse oriented at a small hospital. So, and there are many young ones.
So
people who are fortunate to reach where we are today should encourage the young ones to talk to the parents here, the importance of educating the girl child.
So that is very important because Sandari, a lot of our
the US was our teacher in yourself after junior school. I find it very difficult to convince my dad and my mom to allow us to go and study.
So do you think what contributor is it tradition or religion? What is the problem? Do you think why our bandiraɓe, our younger sisters, our elder sisters could not like be the nurse, the medical doctor that you become, or medical field worker? You know, it's okay. I mean, most of my batchmates that I know, a lot of them, you know, I know a lot of the Fulani community from my batch. Most of them they finish high school. Most of them are now in the US, the lucky ones. Some of them are in Europe. Some of them even went to study more. You know, so I network Macron even on the telephone is tripping, you know. Gambian network is a big deal. It's a big deal to talk to people in the Gambia. And CHERNO, hello. You know what? You know, it's good to talk to young people like CHERNO. What? Yeah. So
I'm getting you.
yeah, we will be out with you with the network and all those things. We will do all everything possible to learn from you, you know. So what I'm saying here is you were one of few the young Basarians who could make it to the higher institutes, you know, from the Fuller community. We have a lot of our brothers from the Fuller community. We know even our elder brothers, you know, some of our elder brothers who went, or people, Fulanis who were, you know, I know a lot of them from, you know, we have a lot of brothers who are example from the Fulani community, you know, who exceed, you know, who are success stories, you know. But if you talk to them, also they might say the same thing that you are saying, you know. It's very rare to see.
I can give examples to be a success story.
Yeah, we have.
Even before my graduation of Christmas, I got support from.
It's like you are far from your mic. I'm not. You are not. I'm not hearing you. You are far from.
Senior school from Christian to 12. My parents sponsored me actually. From there again, I took up going to the school of lodging. I started to pay up and then I wanted to sort with something. I was in that school benefiting from studying. Before all the statutory education money from Fox, I started to pay up. So I didn't get with your good reason. I think for what I'm going to start that time. So I'm going to motivate. If anybody motivation wants to apply, then the good reason I'm going to apply. I go to apply. I was not thinking I would be successful. Because then it was start. It was fruitful actually. Why was it beautiful? I could go from my high school to get them up to whatever I was to do. Before high school, it's only 3 years we apply. Not in the
Yeah. Hello. Gambian network. Yes, but it's like you are far from your mic. You have to speak. Yeah, just speak on to the mic. I will declare, you know. Yeah, and WhatsApp is good. Yeah. Hello, CHERNO. Yeah. So, yeah.
Because Andari one of me number one example from Janta. Where never in school is 10. Didn't so government scholarship, but Jamie Foundation supported me 10, 11, 12. Company School of Nursing Yabana Trans, all government scholarship. My bachelor's is the same thing. Yabana Trans. So motive for motivational and determination and someone there to motivate the person is very, very crucial. So we are one year with good results. The best way is there are great opportunities, most especially in Jamaica. When you do the correct stuff, nursing college, but on time, I never apply. If you are fruitful to have the requirement, they absorb you. And instead of you paying, they pay you stipend. family. So higher education is here to support people. Emerging foundation or they support some students. So what do we apply? Like tell me that you good visions out there. Maybe actually use your problem. Come on, you visions. What they advise? Apply and study education. You have to apply. Get be enrolled with a partner scholarship somewhere else. You have to apply scholarship or enroll. So enrollment matters a lot. And even the diaspora or Gambians in the Brazilians working in Congo, they can support some people. Literally, you say, I want to motivate you on younger.
That is.
The candidate, I don't know what they like. Like you must go from nursery school to high school. Every man again. Because I get high school, and I put the deal, and they're going okay. Maybe 18 years, you're not going to hurry or opportunities again. Like we all know recently, you should be grateful to the new government. We have a college in Basse. It's very easy to have access to the forms. School. You come over. Go on to sometime you find somebody come to the campus. Integrating to the coastal lifestyle, number one is a problem. Two, who will host you? Because especially if you don't know what they current one. I found it in my house and I don't allow Mustafa, but you find something from our mingle with others. I'm not going to them over Andy, but I'm absorbed. And one day you're not from the same tribe or from the same family. So you have to adapt to their situation. So these are the difficulties we have. Not only get a school job, because we have one other because under the almost going to come one day. Dormitories are not favorable anymore. Then have I feed it? Because now dormitories in this college, you feed yourself.
Okay. So
just like what is that FOB go?
Okay, like yeah, the FOB education. So let me ask you this: when you finish when you did bachelor, you said you have a bachelor degree in medicine from the Gambia University.
Project. It's a laudable initiative, actually. That's the motivation. Yes.
So after finishing your degree, did you ever work in Basse in our region?
Yes.
Oh, interesting, man. Even Alan. Oh, network ma ala jabude mi alama nande Ibrahim Cherno ala nande lan joni Gambian network is a big deal. Yes, I'm getting you, Cherno. I'm hearing you. His network is disappointing him, you know. In the afternoon we spoke. I spoke to him in the afternoon. It was better, you know. But now you see, yeah, I'm hearing from Here is it's something that is happening in our communities in Basse and URR in general. We're not even it is not only in the Fulani community, but like in the Sony network no what am I disappointed, Cherno. Your network is disappointing you. That's the big. Whether you work in URR. Che call me back. Esba, I know more clearly. Where are you hearing him good? Where are you hearing him good? I know more very clear. You people like Khalid, Mamad Khalid. You don't know Cherno very clear. Mamad, oh no, where are you hearing him correctly? If you are here, yeah, okay, that's good. That's very important. Let me get him back again. Maybe you just go outside. We talk on the on the WhatsApp. Tawadu, just forget. Go outside. Okay, no problem. It's good. Mini, ang found out. Yeah, yo, mi nana ma joni labi. Himbe ben phone nana makade. Lot of our brothers are very interested in this conversation. Himbe brothers di mere yo bebe hedoma. Oh, komi woni ma landa de dokong. Ko wonda halde dokong is not something ko wonda halde kon ko real problem of our community. Sandari wona hay ko fulbe tung. Sandari NNUR are in Gambia in general. A lot of our people and the traditional inugole ko ada modo ko ronata mawben and one on you we are saying you are the first child of the family. So some of us maybe men in generation some of us we were not the first children of the family. That's why most of our brothers were it was easy to leave Basse to go to the combos, but to go and study. Kono sandari most of our I ben sandari wano min what I calculate wano generation am yalata hechube embeng ko hechube lambe min sandari wano landike wano majidi en sa landike wano mama salu goto mama salu en sa landike hombo kadi generation am lot of our friends you know you go Basse ya combo to study like you did. That was a big tax. That was a big challenge. Tell me about that. How was that? How was that journey for you to leave high school from Basse, to go and to the Gambia College and then to the to the University of the Gambia? Tell me about that process, brother. Leaving your family.
I didn't find it very tough actually because my first after leaving Basse was in Bansang Hospital, School of Nursing. There we were accommodating the school at the dormitories. We had all 3 school unless we had no combo practicums. But I had the bad class to choose. We had no combo practicums. That's practical aspect. At Francis, I was stay with my elder brother Abdraman, a family. Yeah, I don't find it very difficult for me. I don't find it difficult when I was going to that school. Until when I came to college level, I was stay with my elder brother Abdraman. I'm seeing brothers who are facing these difficulties. Even my university aspect of Eric, I was staying with a family member. I maybe accommodation taking like a room after I moved over. I don't find it very difficult, but others are finding it tough to come to the combos and study. When I put into all over the UR, because it would have I found one brother big blue like me, I'm renting. Many people are renting all over. So I wasn't rent can accommodate someone, especially Arno. People were can I bring my meaning I'm not married, I cannot accommodate anybody. At that moment, I'm not married, except if your son will allow to stay with me, eat on the street as I was doing. A family. So these are the things. Integration in the combos as a family. All my school was in Basse from nursery 1 to grade 12. I've never moved from Basse except during my grade 12. Because science student. I find it tough. Even me in Bansang, to adapt to the situation in Bansang was very tough. I wanted to stay away from my mom and my dad for so long. So I have to go and stay in a new neighborhood. Adapt to that situation. Being in dormitory was my first time being in dormitory. And you are less like a prisoner. Because I was able to cope. So, for motivation and determination, bro. If you are determined to, that what you are looking for, you will reach there. Wallahi, you will have it. But if the problem is, people need to coach the young ones. We need to be mentors to the young ones. Otherwise, they will just be there sitting down. I'm a great example. I cannot force my sister and my brother to go and study. But today, they all accepted my mom because I went for studies. I pushed them. They accepted to take the responsibility when they went to school. And now they are working for themselves, not for me. That is a good, but CHERNO,
that is a good example. Andy, ayo aduna wona ko okata himbe ben ananata jolfo be inna wonde mane balanga e mainit jen jangal ko numo e nape andi jolbe be do yakkude goddo liƴƴi jannumo honno jaggirta liƴƴi ayi ko wonda halde do ko is and you were talking about this FOB education project like mentoring students you were talking about, that is a laudable gesture. That is a good example. And some of our brothers, people like you and other brothers who break the barriers, people like now people like Majidi, so other brothers or brothers the made generation made, and what do they break barriers thing. Sandari wano tijja en Muhammad Kali goto do sami kanko wadi Muhammad Kali. Sandari Muhammad Kali, so if I bring him here to talk to, he's saying that you are a good role model, but Kali kadi Sandari challenges Muhammad Kali, what we call succeed to go to university, being the first male child of the family. He will also narrate the same story like you. Likewise, other brothers and other many of our elder brothers. Yeah.
Kali said the same situation. I don't know school, but he was in the business before me. Then when he joined business, I was within doing business. We were a 12 graduate in business. I realized that that's not the solution. Because in majority of in school, I cannot motivate them to go and study anymore. Young ones are going to get in professional careers. So the hurdles were tough. Nothing is easy in this life. Even to eat, I'm going to take so everything needs a trial and error. Or a trial. If you see you succeed to tell the guys coming by, you can make it. If I'm able to make it, why not you? Come no show me jogi. Because mama goro bokar why you all break this barrier and be what he is to. Why not me? If Mama is able to be a BSc in nursing holder, why not me, CHERNO? So these are the things you have to look at. Take someone as your example or your role model. Tell him, okay, I'm going to be like this guy.
So and Sikuda, people like you, me, Muhammad Kali, Majidi, MS Ba, some of our brothers, older brothers like MB Kulubari, Alaji Sidibe, Nua Ture, name them, all of these brothers who break the barriers, from URR, coming from the last region of URR. Recently there is a Gambia college in annex in Basse. Menen coming Gaini High School, most of these people, we were not thinking about this, that will happen there, So most of these brothers, they have to leave Basse and go to the combos and struggle, have to suffer, and they have to be under other people like you are saying. Sikuda is Sikuda wana NM40 yard into our community to encourage to educate our family members, like Maube member holla bene listen. Sai ming CHERNO hande mi wawi wonde doctor, hande so nawni do mo nawnudo ko galle do, so noddila mi halana on kon woni problem mon andi wona fi yeyugol to enen gobbe no wawi wonde masters in commerce, gobbe no wawi masters in engineering and others kono they have to be left to pursue their own dreams. Be jokka on lawol mabbe wona be wadana be design sikuda wona enen foti dum wadde campaign. We should be the ones to be campaigning for those things, like enlightening our people.
We have to be role model actually. We all exert time more on college. The same thing with me. Because I not time in Basse. When we are in high school, after you know, like 10, 11, 12, before we in para, humanity first came to Basse. Humanity first. The attitude we have in Basse, let's say, the notion we have with regards to education in Basse, especially the town, is very poor. Humanity first, I don't know, they were lodged in Nasir, but students were not going in because parents are not willing to send their students to go to their kids to study after grade 12. Yeah, together, my business, my go. Especially first tribe, and if we have any problem, inject education as serious thing. I got good results. The next thing, marry or go to Angola or go and do business. That's it. So she don't allow no coach, like someone mentor behind them who's motivating the boy after we get to tomorrow. Just like what is going on in right now in Basse. FOB, they are foreign students from high school, from grade 9, motivating. Those students they are supposed to will FOB still forget about them. No. Right now, if everybody coach, they like what Dara is doing. Not sure that until they face grade 12, advise them on career development, which career should be take up. Look for sponsor for them. If the parents cannot pay, look for sponsor for them. They go over and do their program. When the program start, therefore because it start going, one life is a lot of good initiative. I appreciate bro, I see this lot of good. It's a good person how scout those students, best students, and now FOB is supporting them. Now we should not only stop at supporting them, but career development coaching to also be put to them. After when they are in grade 10, they choose a course, either commerce, science, or arts. Okay, now, Mr. X, one follow on the near future of your grade 12. So, how many before exam grade 12? Go follow on the results are healthy. You look at the results and pass it accordingly. He or she accordingly. Yeah, well, I don't know. Consider the results you produce.
Sikura Cherno. Sikura should FOB, if I say FOB, is friends of the children of Basse, a friends of Basse. Don't you think we should not stop only by in the schools? We should also go in the grassroots, like in the families. Don't you think we should start the campaign in the families too, to talk to the parents, our community?
Yes, sir.
Because imagine
we have tried. We tried nurturing some people in Basse, but later on, we after. Not to motivate or join nursing or public health or something. Some have later betrayed. Some later left. What happened to Maba? Right now they're supporting him, and I appreciate that guy who came out boldly to support Maba's education. Today I saw Maba at the Gambia College. I was very happy seeing him in that uniform.
So Sikuda, is it not because this is we and our parents? Because our parents and the notion that parents decide for their children, and they are Europe though, could do any difference of Europe though. Europe though, the children start having counseling in the junior schools or in the primary, they listening to them and they look what they want to be and they encourage them to be what they want to be. But atawa I want them ado aye isiko sarang kullejo madum pullo futa be na debbo kanyum ko debbo ko no be na valeur debbo ko dewgal, na debbo valeur mun ko dewgal sa nabi goddo non sa o tiggama boy o ala métier o modi makko ala métier be ala any income, because wona fi ayata do goddo be okkatira do pullo futa okkitirdo biddo mudum jonnamo goddum ko fuddoro mi sikka dum no wadude sa you never see that. ayi base lettudo de biddo mudum be okkamamo be pare be jonna biddo mamo be jonnamo ko wadanamo bitik. If there is, maybe it will be the first time I hear it. They take two young people, they marry them, and then they let those people start life from scratch. So that is the difficulties, and then those children will face the same problem that they are facing, because those children are not left to think for themselves and to develop and then they support them to develop themselves the way they want to be. And so I think we have to do that. Before if you want to talk about all the community problems here, like only this our society and how our young people face the difficulty that they face to pursue careers and their visions and their dreams in highlight or ha jango mi fala malanda de wunde water anko gainuda when you finish where were you working as a medic or what is your major kon what are major
public health. I did nursing before doing public health. Now I major public health. I started with nursing field. Newly, after my nursing program, my first posting was home posting, Basse itself. I was posted in URR, the general health team, and they post me in Basse Health Center.
Wow.
That was my first posting as a civil servant.
That's interesting.
For 8 months before being moved to Bajakunda Wole.
You are the right person to ask this. Cherno, tell us, we Basserians, you saw this viral video going on YouTube about Basse Health Center. You have worked under on the medical field in URR. Cherno, tell me, what do you know about the medical sector in Basse before we talk about Gambia in general, URR? Tell me about your experience as an employee of the Department of Health in URR in Basse in general.
Okay, when I was in Basse, that was 2011 to 2012 and to Fajikunda. But when I was in URR, actually, I work in 2 facilities, Basse and Bajakunda. When I was in Basse is a main referral hospital for all minor health centers in UR, starting from Yarabawon, Baja Kunda, Fode Kunda, Diabu, all refer to Basse, the South Bank. Sorry, the South Bank, Gambisara, Bakadaji, Nungiyel, Diab, this place, Garawon, Sabi, Demba Kunda, the both two Demba Kundas, refer to all refer to Basse again. Basse is the main referral health center. Then it was a major health center. 2016, it was transformed to a district hospital. Concerning Basse, we are faced with many challenges. The workload in Basse is just too much. Number one, because all this health center refer to Basse. If Basse can manage at the time, Basse moved to Bansang, and Basse can accommodate that those entire facilities. Sometimes I was working in Basse, the main male ward. I know when referral comes. Sometimes you have 3 referrals at once. When you are at night, you alone, it's very difficult. No, it's not enough in Basse Health Center, number one. Human resource is a problem in Basse Health Center. Capacity, number 2. That's the second problem in Basse. The facility is not up to standard to accommodate all those referrals. All this is allowed referral to Bansang. That Basse can manage and refer to Bansang. But other health centers all refer to Basse first. But another number, the workload there is too much. Human resource is compromised, and the work there is.
Can I ask you? Can I ask you this? I sorry to break.
Sometimes you man too, but male and female word is man.
Let me break. Can I break you? Can I break you?
Okay.
You know, you worked in the Basse clinic. I will call this clinic. I don't know what they want to call it, hospital or not. That is a clinic. You talk about the facility. I will call it a clinic.
Okay.
If you talk about facility before we talk about let's break this down. Let's talk about the facility first. The facilities, like the property itself and the equipments, you know, before we talk about the workload, you know, because if the center is ill equipped and you know, and the facilities, like, you know, is not, you said it cannot, you know, it cannot house all these referrals, you know, so can you tell me what are you talking about? This facility, the facilities you are talking about, the center itself.
Okay, considering Basse itself, you know, it's a major referral hospital for the region. What I will tell you is, you can go to the ward. Sometimes you have the beds are well prepared, everything. Number one, we all know before even this regime change, there was shortage of drugs. Some drugs are not available in the facility. You go to the entire hospital, you only have 2 cylinders of oxygen or 4. And when you have more than 5 people who need their oxygen, where will you manage it? So if we don't only allow the government to do all, but we have to support. But the support, again, we have to take responsibility, ownership. When we are support, we have to take ownership. Anything you bring in, make follow, monitor it. Otherwise, maintenance will problem in Gambia or pro. At that PG at that, when I work 2-3 months, very bonny,
so could I do uncle with that?
Restructuring machine or restructuring equipment like oxygen cylinders and all that are not enough. Have 3 people, 4 people on the bed looking for oxygen. Where will it have? The lack of COVID right now is including the passage. How much they respond? Material dealing a lot.
So, but
tax government need to do something, but we also have to assign the council also have to come up and help. The local governments have to come and help the facility. Me want no money on my post in that time. It's the regime of Chame, but me I come to the facility to have meeting with the staff.
Why do you think maybe they think it's not their responsibility?
Yeah, and government do what they. Philanthropists can come and support, but in fact, they just come and bring it. They don't help. They just come and bring the equipment and they go. No monitoring, no supervision, no water one day.
So I mean, 2018, me not on one of the ward, like where they admit these people, the sick people. It was over congested. There are a lot of people. It's populated.
2018, what do you meet me in my area council?
Okay.
Then I was just from there. What do you meet area council and for what did a meeting?
On meeting town development meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's good. You are right. Me Anoko Hospital that time. What I saw in that, it was congested. There are a lot of people in one ward. You know, it's like, you know, the capacity of the people that they put in one place is more than what it should contain. Do you think that?
Like the story, don't know what the accommodations was on top. But the bed, I don't know the lady. See materials and our land to go. We got to level, but they use. Down floor is the male and the female ward. We have trust bank is taking up the responsibility. Do pediatric. Gonna hit the other angle after pediatric. Yes, I don't know space. Gonna custom your offices. Level ward down. Sandari, it occupies less than 20 beds. And Basara itself, sometimes you're gonna have more than 20 deliveries in a month. I know you have more than those deliveries in a month. So resources allow space allow all those things people prepare going to deliver to even in Basara, even in Basara, bro.
Because of the culture. The culture, many people, you know, they don't take that serious. They don't believe, you know, like every woman should go to be checked. So that's why one of the,
you know, in the diaspora in Europe or other places, it's not accepted. Skill delivery matters. That's why there the time you can respond to early response. You respond to early complications. Complications that develop early, you can respond immediately. But if you deliver to when you are apart from the health center, before and you bled too much, who will respond to you? We all know some mothers are there, old mamas are there that are train oriented. We Gambia, we have primary health care where we accept community attendance for health. Considering the health facility is far, but we are even discouraging that now skill delivery is encouraged in this country. But still, what I don't find difficult. You come for the far night, you're gonna cross the river bank. The cross because feeling around the go over that night.
How do you feel sitting in a facility not equipped, you know, like or like in Bajakunda, you know, whereby somebody and you cannot respond, you cannot help them.
You have the skill, but the resources are not available. What can you do? You just sad to see people die in your bare hands when you are able to do something. If at all the resources were available, you can rescue. Even I don't say we can save life. We are like say death is inevitable. As I was, death is inevitable. You cannot stop that, but you can prolong people's life. You provide a quality healthcare service, healthcare delivery.
I will ask you this question now, brother. Do you think with this the COVID funds, do you think the Ministry of Health did know what was the priority of the Gambian people when in distributing the funds?
Yeah, then you know this one just got people in the blue. We are prepared for it. We are planning to prepare for it. Then this COVID came on the 16th of March. Then everyone was overwhelmed. People were because resources were not available at the moment because we all know this cannot be treated. It can only be managed at that moment. Then there was not there's no treatment for it. You know, vaccines are yet to be distributed. Still, preventive measures were not there, so it was just an unexpected situation that came up.
But if you hear the way they distribute the funds, you know, even if you hear even how the government distribute funds, they're giving funds to media houses. When you are talking about Basay Health Center, it's not equipped. There's clinics. They are giving funds to media houses.
I think you hear about even the strike of staffs of the government, Ministry of Health staff, who were respondents to the government. The payment was people were not even compensated much. The compensation is good. Some people have paid less than $200. Compensation. Some people have paid less than $400 for the entire month you've been. I was a frontliner. I was in the quarantine center. And I see you can be a witness. He met me in the hotel. It's still my life. All over 2 hours. Sometimes my dad will come and we cannot see each other. He will go come and buy good, go back, we cannot see each other. So I was engaged. But the deal that you want to be a medic, you are there to serve. You don't look at the interest of getting funds for yourself. But we are there risking our life with no compensation. The little we have cannot even pay you. That's why we are even somewhere on strike. You can hear when the Gambia is frontline workers were on strike, you know. So it was very tough, bro. It's still tough over here.
So let's
try our utmost best.
So let's talk about this the overwhelm of personals in the Basse clinic in URR in general. What way are you talking about? What way are you talking about when you say the workload?
It's very high in this Gambia. The attrition rate is very high. What the program nursing there? What left the government and working with Marcy because of what? Low wages. Me, people have been following me, reason and going. Me, the water. You more than school fees. Got to be a bata. Has me already resign. Not making bata. When I am, me more than school fees. Get 7. The reason I have private sector. It's government sponsoring you. The opportunity you have in government to be candidate, you will be able to upgrade yourself, be earning your salary, be working. Then you have, if you have the requirement, you can upgrade yourself with government sponsoring you. But if you want money, fast money, I'm a government, but I don't block. But I want to join the health system, but they want money for to enrich themselves and take care of their families. They go to hire people who pay more. MRC is high charging many of our staffs, government staff. So I have already work 2-3 months. MRC is paying a pair of junior staff who just resign and join MRC and join the new. Nobody go want to motivate, they leave and go. Attrition rate is very high in Basse. So I can Basse what will medical? So now you want to go start Basse. Next thing you see yourself somewhere else, move to another facility instead of Basse itself.
So
I don't know what they post in Western one minute. I was thinking they will bring people who are from URL, post them there. They will keep the expectation because they will know these are my family members.
So
when I program, they don't want to come over and serve. Why? So when you come, they can have double job. Because then there was a private clinic. Just visit the Mao clinic on Ari. And that Mao clinic, you know, part-time on those ends, except I work with staff who are pharmacy or Scamara or pharmacists there. You work on them part-time. Otherwise, you will have a single pay, that's your government pay. So combo one that you have double pay, you can work with affiliate Medicare, you work with government.
So it's like
problem,
so it's like the poor salary of medical health workers. That's why many of the people don't want to be posted in URR and all those things. Do you think many like honestly why don't
they take excuse of the weather? If I have served 2 years, I have to come over. I transfer, replace them. So another person one day, you have less than 20 midwives. You have less than 10 registered nurses in Basse Health Center. Then we only have one medical doctor when the key ones left. Dr. Yai. Another one of Dr. Basse Health Center itself. The entire region for one Gambian doctor or two. That was Sabi and Basse.
That's unfortunate. And Sikuda, what is the problem? What is the main problem, my brother?
People don't want to go and serve in rural Gambia. People don't want to go and serve in rural Gambia. That's the problem. And the motivation that the salary scale is small. That's why I don't want to go over. Because if you go, you can only secure one job there, but we are in the Western, in the Combos. But in other areas, you can secure double jobs.
So what is the way forward? So, what do you think? Like people like you, Bassarians, who like you and Mamad Kali and other people. What do you think you people can do to save our people? Because let me not say that because
I'm doing my utmost. I'm not just trying to promote myself or something. When I'm in Basse, either fist or Basse, people can attest to it. I go to the hands of them staff. Because I know many youth have come over, they are not from Basse. They came to the coast, they went back to their homes for prayers. So it means me Basse. Before me join enjoy my name, I prefer going home, go to the health center and help than sitting at home. When I was even doing my nursing program, I helped my dad in the business. People because I know some of these nurses, they are not from Basse, they have to go and stay with their families for peace, you cannot deny that this is a break. They are right. They have off days. Some of them they are night off again and come over. So me, someday I go to Basse and help them.
So you think like people like you and others who are posted working as medics in the Combos or other regions, like we know all Bassarians like to go back home to celebrate the feast in Basse. So you think the time that you people are there, at least you go and give a lending hand to the Basse clinic. You think that is also a way forward?
It's a way actually, because I sometimes you go Judas where bro, I go left and it's only 3 stars on ground, both level 1, pediatric, OP, they are Juluko. Human is already what sacrifice Saloya, Jabet, Jacob, Saloya, and where I stay. Where I stay, because for what I'm a Julu at Chaptan and Donkadi, Sandari Kadi, what are the post ornament on many?
Can you not lobby for that? Can you not lobby for that? To be sent back home? Like Anya Mamarkali so on don't pass on your bataluas. You know, you are at home.
As I will you are giving them allowances, but you are also accommodating the quotas. There are quotas, vote pass it down, and you have some in Mansaya.
So why not? Why not?
I was staying home and going to work. That's why I was kept in Basi when I was in Basi, my post. They have problem accommodation, they kept me. Some of my colleagues are posted outside, but me, they kept me.
Sikuda CHERNO. Oh, let me put it this way. I will stop about this medical thing. I want to talk to you about Basse. As a young Basserian, and you are if you go to Basse, what do you notice?
Why in the bro, PG notice. Drainage system in Basse is very poor, number 1. Number 1, drainage system is very poor, most especially from Barcelona and Manekunda coming towards, and the Amadian Hospital downward. T. Johnson, you could see Kunda, the drainage system is very poor, number 1. Drainage system, I found the Lavi Alapase. Now, I wasn't going to get the way prepared as road was very wrong. What is the problem? Yeah, the entire town. Marcel Jagger and Sumi. About the construct Marcel and Sandari. Still, they are not trying to avoid the highway. We better get a highway. To the council. Council, though it was a trust bank, where trust bank was before, but I moved to a complexion. One hour complex other councils. The GKMC, the way they are constructed their council. The Birkam area council, the Banjul City Council. They are constructing solid buildings. But we can count, though, into the banks, but the area that is more, that is developed, I can say, basis from the market end. So, we develop, say, much go on, all right? And I want to terminate outside, lay out the last one. But me and maximum, how many is I don't go bro?
Let me. Sikuda, who is to blame for that? Like things like, let me tell.
The council, the Basirian, we the Basiras, we have to be blamed.
In which manner? In which way?
A problem. You say you're a Basirian, but you don't go there. Or has I through this RT development? Development is good. Try and develop the hometown again. So when you develop town, if you have something in Belgium, you have to come and build a solid building. People say, yeah, that's more than Garicale. Don't love on Alabama. That high level is dilapidated. A high level one of the first field of Bonnie, fence of do be jail. Council, what I'm responsible, what will go fence carry. The stadium, get a roof on ye, attack. Because it was roof before the pavilions were roof.
What is the cause of all this? Is it negligence of
both the citizen of Basse and the council itself? Council, they have been tax money, bro. And I must into what I go. Basse itself, Martin is a lot amount of money. Me, my dad was in that shop. We are renting for since Jawara's time, and that shop number 5. We've been paying. People are paying rent. Rents are increased. Maybe every 2 years or 4 years, they increase rent. Because I had that reflection on. Because in terms of whatever I was there when they finished 1 and 2, that market, I was there. I took over that shop. I was there. The dad was in the other market. I was not in that place. And I'm getting school. I was sort of bagage to me here. I mean, I very little bit 20 high market. So income for it. There's no maintenance. I don't know what the way.
So
anyhow.
So you just believe that the council were collecting taxpayers' money and they are doing nothing.
Yeah, I can say anywhere.
So
let's assume, let's say the council, the Monday, what have they been passing? How are they in the town itself? It's not built by the country. State government resources.
I don't know.
Council, the revenue they are collecting.
Because Sandari mean high level. Siki ko safran what no ha be wadi fence high level be wadi on mini stadium on Manington. Siki ko safran. I don't carry gila safran lani. The council, maybe the area council should have been taking care of that place. Negligence, you know, by then on what the collapse. Sandari youth center on kadi. Youth center siki ko youth center on ko what our phone on kadi ko what our bill, you know, on kadi after No, before no, when it was built. And the on time kadi. After that also negligence, that also that facility also collapsed. Sandari Sandari honno be nata dum kadi. Sandari mini stadium on kadi, you know, who are responsible of the, you cannot blame all Basarians for that. You cannot blame everybody.
Let me post about the veterinary of Basel. I took it as a responsibility. Let's say, let me take it as a PHO. Let me go and inspect. PHO. Let me go pay. BDI mean about the veterinary. Say the country was lodging complaint that the veterinary houses have been talking. No, I have to blame the council. Veterinary is people. Anyone who's killing a bull there is paying. Where is money going on?
So what was their response? What was the response of the council to your observation?
The council was working with the council, but I didn't engage Uncle Abdullah Cham last time in Probilo from high level. Still, they say it is the council who's working with the council to see how to secretary with the abattoir. But it's very sad to see that abattoir is slaughtering slab that way, and the meat can sell at the market. People are buying that eat. If anybody develop any complication there, they will not know.
Did you not bring that to the? Did you know that? Did you not bring that attention to the Ministry of Health?
It was locked. I better plan it was locked. But later on, they are put the place again. Politics, everything is about politics, bro. Someone will go and do his job right, give the right recommendation. Or you know, overcome that situation again.
Oh, so Johnny, you were talking about also the mosques. I don't want to talk much about because the mosques, I don't know whether it's a private property or it's a public property. I don't know about that. But I know also if it is a community. You cannot.
It was built by the Jakunda family, the first one. Then go for the leak, Jamaica came and some FOB came and supported that leaking. What I'm a pump two FOB, I can record of those things. Then I was in numbers at that time. For an amado. I'm living there. Put our 8 years now. How many most committee for the world engage in discourse in the way for them completing that mosque. It's long but you cut off.
Kono Sandari Sanani
people we are saying such thing, never be pressure raise it up, but people are saying wait. But the waiting is long overdue now. We've finished enough. So enough for the people say you have to donation right now. See me what I got what I
No, this is what I understand from that mosque. Because 2 years ago, Majidi Jallow, around the brother Majidi Bowen and others discuss. They had an initiative, like to say we start a fund called Town Development Fund, something like Basse Development Fund, to hide under that name, so that we Bassarians outside, people can commit themselves $1,000 per year, 1 year, $1,000. We contribute to bring money, to help to finish that mosque. But when these brothers from FOB, when they consulted the mosque committee, it brings them lot of controversy. And I all time go on then you to the door. Even when people went there, what I understand is there is misunderstanding between the Mosque committee and Hamidou Dia kadi nangi position makko kanko gayni toto juli renen basenaɓe sino fala wadde goɗɗum, let them take an other project in Basse. So if people want, this is what I can say. I don't know how they convince Hamidou Dia, that he. If I don't know how they could agree with Hamidou Dia that Hamidou Dia can take a responsibility, a project of like that on his own, Like, yes, you are right. He's totally right. It took. Yeah, Cherno. Hello. Yeah. Alanandelang. Cherno minandi am wanted to try and other day what conversation maybe during the day. Alright, and wow, because maybe in the day network because me and Yoti during the day it was good. Yeah. So me what I try me and other time during the day we have a program during the day we talk, because when we talk during the day, then during the day your network was better, we had a good conversation, So and now in the evening it is yeah. We don't know what you might call on time when we were talking about Okay. So Johnny Koni one then what? I will thank you. I will thank you for, and I thank you for your time. I will try and get you once more again for one day. Then we will talk about more things. Maybe people will understand from you. We thank you very much for setting light on many things that we don't know. And we hope to know a lot of things from you. This is what I am going to say and finish, because it's already 2 hours now. We are here more than 2. Yeah. This is what I'm going to say about what Cherno was trying to bring me up, about this MOX thing. Julie Rebasending, I don't want to say much about it, because this is the only thing I can say. I don't know how they want to convince Hamidou Dia. I don't know what is the problem. I am just hearing from two side stories. But yes, 9 years is too much. I know construction is not easy, especially when you are doing that voluntarily, on your own. But what people should have done, Basserians especially, the leaders, the Mosque committee and Basse committee elders, what they should do is to let Hamidou Dia, even though some people said that Hamidou Dia have everything he needs. Yeah, Cherno, yeah, I know. I will allow you to just say to me achete wine on the musidangal. Whatever promise, maybe one of these days I will try to have you during the day, maybe, because during the day when I spoke to you, your network was good. I will try and get you a day when you are free during the day. Then we talk. We hold on other session. Achete wine on the musidangal.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, bro.
Okay, so Ajarama Ankadi, Ajara, thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
My age.
All right. And while
anyone who's wanting to help Basse, please, we got Basse Health Center.
Yeah.
No. Take up ownership again. Senator ownership. We forward of Basse. So I give the same in Basse. Tag your name or the name of the association. There you can come and make monitoring. You have a monitoring team that you go and see the equipment you put where they are still or where they are a farming. Be our man's hospital.
Okay. No, we hear you. That is good. You have a point. Like, if you are putting your money somewhere, you have to know how it is going. So that you have a point. That is true. That is true. What Cherno is saying is, like, people like FOB or BDI or any other association that is donating towards Basse and all those things. So if you are doing those things, make sure you follow those things. You follow the program. You follow them. You follow to know how things go. Okay, I will just say what I was saying was here is the way forward. Misiki one day money. Okay, people are saying himbe no we the one day money. And the brothers see Basenabe, especially young Basarians, they are frustrated about Hamidou Jasa and the Nona Hamidou Jasa. They are frustrated about the mosques, how long the construction of the mosques took the duration of the construction of the mosques. Gonna mean what I observe from because I am on FOB Friends of Base. I hear from like what people contribute there. Sometimes I even hear from brothers who are in the mosque committee who come forward and they behala kon kambe besiki kon 41. So mingo mi wadi understand situation on goɓɓe no inna wonde man e Hamidou Dia no ɗetta project ji somewhere while o gaynani project makko on base andi ɓay Hamidou Dia ko mbuɗi makko woni wadde use kanko wawata wadde dictate ko honno waɗirta te ɓe pare o ndara e interest makko ko ɓuri mo wadde feevo mi nani kadi himɓe no haala ɗum goɓɓe no inna wonde man e Hamidou Dia he have all the materials that he need towards that mosque kono because of Hamidou Dia fala wadde take control of o fala wadde ko woni nattinde ɗo mbuɗi makko ɗin o anna on no mbuɗi makko ɗin woni yarde non kono this is where this is what I ko ɗum ɗo min ko ɗo woni problem on this is my problem on ko woni wonde mane ne Hamidou Dia o fala to the sole responsibility about finishing that mosque. That is okay because everybody knows what the teachings of the Quran, the Muslims is if you build a mosque on dunya here, on heaven, on here, God will build a house for you in heaven. That is what everybody believes. If that we believe that too, you should give people the chance to get those blessings too, especially people, the children of that town. Like people like CHERNO is not earning much, or other people who are crying to the length of this. Like, but the Basarians who can put $10, towards that mosque will have the benefit also, like Hamidou Dia will have benefit. Maybe this is the concept that they will bring to brother Hamidou Dia. Or after that, they also, what I understand also, there is a big difficulty. There is a big people are denying it, but me on my observation, there is no cordial work between some of the mosque committee members or those who are responsible there and between Hamidou Dia. There's misunderstanding. I'm not saying you have to believe it is correct or not. I mean, natinani to mbudiang, kono okay, anani FOB ko be wadata ton kon. FOB or when Majidi Jallow, Majidi Bow, onon fo wana base na ben konon andir omo. Majidi Bow, Majidi Jallow, one Secretary General of the association on initiative mo jogino pour wadu gol convince brothers ji bibe base won be yasi ben pour kambe kadi be wawa wadde contribute into the mosque like oko woni halde do kon present what he's saying is like the FOB trying to mentor people, young Basarians to sponsor students, like what they call school project. Those are good initiatives. Those are people, they are encouraging people, Basarians who are outside Base, to try to bring help back home. So there are a lot of ways people are doing those things. So, but like the mosque, Base collectively could build that mosque with the funds that Hamidou Dia have, plus the funds that Hamidou Dia have, or what his intention and the intention of everybody outside. This could have been a success story already. If you go to the mosque, you see how he's building that. You see it's a big project. This is a very big project and it's a very beautiful project. We all wish and hope that it finishes, but it will be very beautiful to see. But Brother Hamidou Dia should be open to let others come in, and the Base community also should. What is a community project? Should be open for everybody. Everybody who want to contribute in it should be able to contribute in it. And there should be the town development committee, the Base Town Development Committee. They should be very, very, very focal. That they should be the center point of all development coming back from Base, because many people establish themselves when they have success, outside, but they still want to bring help at home. If there is a success, a strong town development committee back home, things like the mocks, the projects of the mocks will pass through them. They will be the bridge between the Basarians outside, or people who want to bring development in Base, and Base itself. So, and the people who are in Base also. So there are a lot of things like the drainage system that this boy is talking about, other difficulties. These people there, they will be the ones who will be pushing the council, the area council. The area council also will work with them, because, and the area council will work with them to find out problems where the council have difficulties. They will also call on other people, people who can help the community, whether inside Gambia or outside Gambia. Like they will say, listen, like Kobakunda Primary School. Recently, you see what happened in Kobakunda Primary School. When people went to Kobakunda Primary School, they find there is a problem there. They have shortage of water. The headmaster there, they cry, they say, and somebody who came and said, and then Basarians, they answer in numbers, and it was in within 2 weeks they bring water to that place, additional water, so things like that. We must have a strong connection from home, people who are ready to find out problems, and people who are ready to talk about them, people who are ready to point fingers. Also, you don't have to be afraid to say the faults. When something is wrong, say it is wrong. Don't look if it is your uncle or is your friend or is your father. Because sometimes here you want to tell people truth. They say, yeah, you should not have said it because you want that person and this and that. If you are to say the truth, don't look into the eyes of the person who you are going to say it. Just say it because you have to say it. That's all I have to say. And I think Basse could do better. People also, there are people who have the observation that Basse is a big town, it's a different from like Dampa Kunda, Mane, other projects that are. No, it's not different. The unification of those people, if we all have the same objective, we can do better than those people. But we cannot go around, fighting each other. When the mosque committee themselves, they are not united, they are fighting each other. You think somebody who want to bring development to the mosque will help them? When the people of area council, they are not united, they are fighting against each other. Even when they want to make a project for Basse, these people will against it because they are not happy of the people who brought up the idea. When people of the sports committee, you hear about people, everything about Basse, there is a division. Everything about Basse, there is a division. There is left side and right side. There is people who are going against each other. So as long as we don't start, undermining each other, this is my observation. I believe Bassarians like undermining each other. They see you doing something. If they see that they cannot take control of that, they start the same similar thing up at the side, and then they will start to undermine what you are doing. They themselves, that you are doing good. If you see people doing good, just come to tawtube, tawtube wallabe, jonnabe dole. Wana ya wonu ankari ya dara wadu golbe copy what side because en wawata yarde yeso. Because yes, we can all together, we can work together and bring success, but being divided into groups, into associations, into groups, or into factions, we will not easily come to one conclusion. We cannot find easily, solutions to problems, because the discussions in the different forums or different groups will be different, our ideology. But when we are all together, maybe we can compromise on things. In the sport committee, and anyone money because of the division of the Bassarians, the Basse URR lost a project of the mini stadium to LRR. And about, if you hear about all other things, and then I want the money go division of people. And I'm seeing that even reflecting on the diaspora, because diaspora on Kadiko the same. I will say this here. FOB was the first people came from people who are members of FOB. They went and formed. They formed Base Komeng. You know, from FOB. I'm saying this. They came from FOB. They formed Base Komeng. You know, recently there is a new association that they formed called BDI, Base Town Development, Base Development Initiative. The same people from FOB, and some of them might be from this, because those who are in one bay FOB ben ko ben woni BDI, ko ben woni kadi honno be nata, ko ben woni Base Komeng. So you see, when I want them, you be Arabe, because FOB is there. FOB is doing already good. Why not? If you have ideas, you bring those ideas in FOB. You bring those ideas in FOB, you strengthen FOB, but you cannot form an association outside FOB. You know, you thinking that you are helping. You are not helping. You are undermining. This is my observation. This is the same thing happening in Base. What is happening in Base is the same thing that is happening outside Base. But people doesn't see that. You think you are doing right. No, you are not doing right. You are doing wrong, because you are doing the same problem that why you cannot bring solution to the town. This is same thing is affecting happening also outside. You know, because of like this boy was saying about, we attended a meeting in 2018 together in Base. That was about the town development committee. You know, because there was a conflict of interest in this town itself. There was a town development committee in the former region, and now there is a change of regime, and there all of a sudden comes a new town development committee. I don't know how they got that. You know, I noticed that this one is recognized by the area council, this one is not. So they are already, these two, they are already trying to represent all of them, the town, and they start having conflict. I was in that meeting. You know what I hear in that meeting? I hear Basarians who sit there who said, yeah, menemereng andi got be map be dong go be hot be. And you see in New York, in America, our own Basari, our own Gambians are elected into office. In Europe here, in UK, in Europe here, you see people who are elected in councils, you know, or Senate in order, you know, divisional distance. And you sitting there, hey, ben kobe hope, who are you? You see, the negative mindset, because you already undermining people, underrating people. On that meeting, I was so disappointed to hear that from a brother. And on kodos ko kanko burima hidu de base kanko burima wurtama wadde contribute base. Who are you? Maybe ba mada ko galle jogi base, ba mako ari sodi galle. So the base was not leased to anybody's grandparents. There is no, it's not, the town is not leased to any family. If you have if base belongs to any family or any group of people, you bring the papers, we see it, we know it belongs to somebody. I was so disappointed on that meeting in 2018, but I just shut my mouth up. No, and I said something, but maybe the brothers I said something. I did not shut my mouth. I said something, you know. I did not talk directly to them, because they will say, you know, or yi hore makko mo iwi Europe ko dum be wiata andi be joni baye mo Europe. But the same thing is happening. Those people in the MOX committee, they are not united. There will be no development, will not come easily there, because for them to go and to find final solution, it will be problem. Those in the area council, if it is the same thing, they will, even if for the Daniel want to make Basse Dubai, he will cannot, you know, because they will undermine him or other councillors there. If those councillors also bring good ideas, for the Danjo and the other people or people there, they will undermine those ideas, because they are not in the same field. Same thing in this town development committee. This is it. You have to have common objective, and you know that what you are doing, it is for the benefit of the committee. It's not for the community. It's not for you, because you knows tomorrow. Samai or ko inde mahalete. Ko achuda ba ko. Wana jawdi ko jogida. Wana innugol wondema ko on the material wealth that you got, not what you or who you know or something like that. It's who you are as an individual. What you've been representing. That's more important. Stop fighting each other. This is all I can say to Basse. Stop undermining each other. Ake what in call undermine. This is all I can say. Because what is happening in Basse is what is happening outside Basse. Just you people who are in FOB and in BDI or in order to, you just sit down and think about it. It's the same thing because FOB have been there since 2009. I hear. And they are doing, every year they are doing good things. And you think forming an association, not even some of you who were there in that association, if you have ideas, you think they can work for Basse, why not bring them into that association? Why create a Basse Comeng? If FOB was there since 2009, and they have been doing, we all know it. You also know it. And then all of a sudden you are in FOB, you have these ideas, but you think no, they will not work in FOB. You go and bring and FOB doesn't belong to anybody, and BDI doesn't belong to single person like how to call it. It is for Basserian and Basserian, the same people circulating in these things. We will not go further. We will not. It's the same thing happening in Basse, and this is the same thing reflect. I am not going to condemn anybody. Everybody have choice of association. Everybody have choice. Bobeno jogi right mode what associate anybody mo fala, what anything ko fala. Kono we have to speak the truth. We have to koma hali ndira ngonga. Because en hali ndira na ngonga reko fenande woni yade. Min no min darata do min sitimi wawata ma halande gonga mi wata associate emara. You know? Because I will not worship anybody. I will not worship anybody, and I will not look into the eyes of anybody, and I will not compromise. You know, I'm not apologetic. If I am not wrong, I will not apologize. And if I want to say the truth to you, whether you are my enemy or you are my friend, it's all the same. When I want to say the truth, I don't care whether we are friends or we are enemies. And if you are my elder, you are my Kwamauda Ankadi, if I have to tell you the truth, I will say it. So that's how it is. But we have to stop undermining each other. Because Anani, I on about the Basse Health Center. There was our brother who was running that hospital. They undermine him, they fight him until he was removed there. And now, Johnny Bain, Anana Bain, Kojana no be foreigners are the one running the hospital. Foreigners are running the hospital. When your own brothers were there, you were fighting him. And that brother Bain, he's the one running, how to call it, running Bansan Hospital. And people are saying Bansan Hospital is doing good. So you see, stop undermining each other, or else you lose your people and you cannot go further. This was, I hope I will have this boy again once when his network is good. But I am very happy to talk to him because he knows a lot. And I hope you also, if you have anything to say, if you think we can talk about it, feel free. You can contact me. But if I also think you have something to say, I will contact you. I hope you will be open to talk to me, to talk to the people of Basse, or you are or the world, to learn from you. This was the open conversation on Saturday. I hope all of you have a good night. Till I come your way tomorrow also, have a good night.